Can you become an elite boxer in 10 lesson plans? Can you become an elite boxer in 10 lesson plans? You bet your left hook you can. It's all about learning the sweet science. I put together multiple boxing videos, beginner to advanced. Let's look at some examples right now.
Boxing 101, so I'm going to go through it real quick, just a breakdown. So in your stance, if you're standing shoulder width apart, step 1 foot forward, about 2 lengths of your foot length, and then you're going to twist. Then once you twist, see this foot's always in front of the front foot, so you'll have balance and you won't fall over if someone hits you. And then the back heel is up. Back heel being up is all your power, whether you're jabbing or you're throwing right. So this is your stance, and then in your hands, you want to be loose grip, like you're holding eggs in your hands. Your whole body's like a noodle, so you can be quick and fast. Speed equals power. When you're punching, if you're going to jab, you usually want to step. So you're going to be stepping, loose fingers, chin and cheeks is where you're covering, and that way you won't get tension in your shoulders and biceps. And you're going to step, turn it over and step back. You always want to turn it over and make sure that your chin's down and you're covering your chin when you punch. You're going to be not punching down, but kind of punching up a little bit. So you got the defense. So you step and step back. Step, step back. See how the back heel is up. So speed equals power. You want to get it out and get it back just as quick like a piston. So back, back. See, I'm snapping it over. When you throw the right, it's just like hitting a baseball, tennis racket. So you're going to always a slide forward lean when you box, chin down, and turn it over. 2, 3, 4. So those are the basics. In a stance, how you punch, transfer a weight, always the weight's coming from the back leg to the front foot. Eventually when we get to the hooks in other videos, you'll be throwing the weight from the front foot to the back foot, but we're not doing that. So transfer a weight sitting down on your punches. Another thing is the weave. So when you do a weave, it's like you're dancing, so you're holding someone's hand. Hands, la 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 la. It's kind of weaving. So if you do a right, you're gonna weave, right, weave. And your jab, you can do the same thing, weave back. So I'll be doing some line drills to coach on how real boxers learn the art of boxing, or someone that wants to learn the art. And we're gonna be getting after that right now. All right, so the first thing that if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to box, it's all about the footwork. When you box, you're gonna be moving forwards and backwards. So you're going to be using the back leg for the power. So you'll be pushing off of that back leg. It's called a power jab. And you'll be leaping. So when you slide the foot back to your stance. Don't bring it up like this or you'll get knocked over. You'll lose your balance if someone hits you. So you're going to drag just like that. So we'll be coming down and back. The hard part is going backwards, but you're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to lift that front heel and push the jab back and slide with the front foot. So you're basically doing the opposite, but you're always leaning forward. So here we go. Starting with the jab. Down. Good, snapping it out. Always breathing when you punch, chin down, eyes up. Coming back. See how my feet aren't getting close together? Snapping that punch out. So once you do that, you're going to add the double jab. You're basically doubling up what you just did. On the second jab, you want to throw a short, which means you're only going to pull halfway back on the punch so you can land it quicker so the opponent doesn't get out of the way. So double jab, a little quicker movement. Short jab on the second. And back high and tight, chin down. So once you add the double jab, then you're going to be adding the cross. So a lot of stuff in boxing is going to be like music. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. So that cross has to come quick. Here we go. Boom, boom, bam. You're going back, sit down on that foot. So you can sit down on the weight and transfer the power. So if you're a beginner, that's what I would start with. You're always gonna learn the jabs and crosses at the beginning. So we're gonna start with this. So now we're gonna get into some bag drills. We're basically gonna work on what we just did. So let's get at it. Anyway, so normally when you're doing boxing, you're gonna simulate your rounds. So you're gonna time yourself for like a 3-minute round. Again, if you're new and you're only throwing the double jab straight, you can start practicing the weaves. You're not gonna punch every punch the entire time when you're boxing, so you wanna like stick and move. So later on, I'll work on the angles, but today I'll stay straight and just do the weaves. You guys have something to work on. So what I would suggest is doing 1 punch and add a punch every 7. And you can time your rounds. If you're new, I would do 2-minute rounds. If you're more advanced, you can do 3-minute rounds. And basically, you're gonna be adding 1 punch every 7, so we'll get to the double jab cross. Once you get the double jab cross, very end, we're gonna end up doing a burnout of just that for the last 30 seconds of the round. And again, if you're timing yourself, download a boxing timer. You can add that ding, ding, ding in the last 30 seconds. It'll condition you more and get your heart rate up, so it'll condition you better. You just wanna work out and get in shape, or wanna learn how to box. So let me start from here. So when you box, if you see my stance, the same stance. So when you punch, you're gonna pull back quick to cover your chin and cheeks. See how when you're boxing, you're not going forward. You almost have to punch, and then you're almost lifting the foot on the bag. It's a little different. So if I do a double jab, it'd be like, bah, bah, just lifting it up and down. But for now, we're just gonna start with the jab. Here we go. Here we go. Just kind of moving side to side, slip. Moving your hands, keeping your defense. Good. Boxing, sticking and moving. Blocking that counter punch. Good. Slipping, moving, weaving. And then we're gonna add, say that's 7, we'll do double jab. Sticking and moving. So again, once you do 7, then we'll add the cross. So here we go, double jab cross. And then, see how I weave off of that right? Coming in, sticking. Hands, chin, and cheeks. So basically, you get the gist. At the very end, say you do a 2-minute round and you're new, we'll burn out with the double jab cross. So here we go. Say this is the burnout. Burnout. You're gonna be like, that would be a basic boxing round, getting ready for fights. And since I'm the Greek freak, you gotta have a mouthpiece that has a Greek flag on. Greek freak! Let's go, baby. All right, so we're gonna get into doing some more drills for the next round. Here we go. Interval boxing, jump ropes. It's like simulating a fight. When you fight, you're not really like continually fighting the whole time. You're kind of going through fast pace and slow pace. So that's basically what we're gonna simulate in the jump rope. If you're new, I would do regular jump rope for 15 seconds and then interval jump for 15 seconds. The intervals are when you're running your feet. If you're advanced, you can do a 3-minute round, 30-second jumps like this, and then 30-second high knees. And that's basically a interval jump. So I'm gonna give you a little example. Let's just say 15 seconds. I'll just count to 15 and then I'll do 15 intervals. So here we go, just jumping. So basically, That would simulate a boxing interval jump. So when you do it, you really want to time yourself. So you could do 15-second jumps, 15-second intervals. Start out with 2 minutes if you're new. 3 rounds for 2-minute rounds. If you're advanced, you can take it up to 30-second jumps, 30-second intervals for 3 minutes with a minute break in between. That's advanced interval jump rope training for boxers. That's how you do it, baby. Let's go. Again, everything you do in boxing is conditioning, basically. You want to use weights. Today I'm going to be using for speed. You can use heavier ones for power. For this circuit is for speed. You really want to use 2.5 or even lighter if you're new. I'm going to use 5s. Your goal on these, you're going to try to do 6 exercises for 30 seconds for a 3-minute round. Again, you can do 2 minutes if you're new. You can even do 15 seconds for a novice. Starting out, we're just going to start with some punches. Say this is 15 seconds. So that simulates, again, another boxing round, 3 minutes. If you're a beginner, you can go 2 minutes for 15 seconds to get that speed. And again, speed equals power, baby. Let's go.
We have finally completed our first lesson plan, Boxing 101. The scholar and historian Philostratus maintained that boxing was originally started in Sparta. The early Spartans believed helmets were unnecessary and that boxing prepared them for the inevitable blows they would receive to the head in battle. I will have multiple boxing routines on GreekFreakTraining.com. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. GreekFreakTraining.com! Let's go!